Cherry petals should have fallen like snowflakes, yet it was still silver with snow. Ah, killing the small fry is so pointless. I wish the one pulling the strings would show up already. Pulling strings, what fun. Ah, so you're the one? Well then, without delay. No, wait, I'm the mastermind, but I'm normal. Mastermind or normal doesn't matter in such a place. Don't you think the situation isn't normal to begin with? The snow crystals are larger than in past years, 3 times larger. Well, that's true. On top of that, there's a freaky flying maid coming towards with me. Yeah, that too. After all, you're the mastermind. That was pitiful. I'm gonna go find the next mastermind then. It wavered in the village in which people are not. Mayuhiga, village of apparitions, has always refused humans. Is it really spring now? This just doesn't make any sense at all.
In that case, you better ask a human for help.
But you're not a human.
Well, I wouldn't have an answer even if you asked me.
In days like this, cats are supposed to docilely curl up beneath a kotatsu.
You shouldn't believe in such superstitions.
I didn't know it was just a superstition.
If that were true, then what would stray cats do?
Why not get put to sleep at an animal shelter? The Buddhist paradise is warm, they say.
Humans posing a threat to us? Impossible! Impossible! Absolutely impossible to think they would oppose us.
So, you want to see if we could? Amen. Paradise should definitely be warm, no mistake about that. Is it snowing even in this paradise? The paradise that is already Alice's playground. I feel like I'm just wasting my time here. I wonder how the mistress is doing. Why don't you worry about yourself if you have time to worry about others? Oh yes, I'm worried about myself now. So, for what reason do you worry about yourself? Because I'm carrying only 3 changes of clothes for myself. Didn't know you were carrying a few. That and a spare set of knives, too. Knives? You seem to have few worries. Isn't that nice? How rude. I don't have few worries. I have none. Oh, you really declare it. So you, who has no worries, yes? Do you know who it was that stole the spring or sprinkled winter around all over this land? I might happen to have some general idea about that. Where are they? Such trifling information rarely concerns me. It is not a trifle. All right, spill it. Who's behind this whole affair? Downwind, there's a decadent Shinto shrine. There's a shrine in there who dreams of spring. I bet she's behind all this. Somehow, I doubt that very much. Well, joking aside, haven't you noticed the spring follows you as you gather cherry petals? I bet it's upwind then. I haven't said my point yet. Cherry petals have been falling from above the clouds. Does Reishioden, the legendary place, really exist? Oh, it's so much warmer in the sky. It's so wonderful I could cry. It's so true. Furies of snowstorms rage beneath these clouds. Where is this place, and who are you? One question at a time, please. Okay then, isn't this amazing? It's amazingly normal, and not that it matters, but just who are you? I have arrived here struggling upwind against the currents. It seems the wind stagnates against here. You are too early for the banquet. Huh? Time for the banquet. Well, perhaps it might be enough for a petite banquet. What? Are you going to have a flower viewing party after this or something? Yes, we shall. But before that, we might be able to get a hold of the stuff for the banquet. It is the eve feast of the flower viewing festival. Sounds like fun. You are to serve us as food. I'm not sure I'm qualified. No dish has ever escaped my performance alive. Hopefully I can make it through, okay? Dog meat, human meat. I can't afford to waste time in a place like this. It's not the time for the flower viewing, though. Flower viewing would be nice, but the spring isn't here yet. About the spring, there's plenty of that in the mansion. This kind of barrier is simple to bypass. The girl lived in the world after death. She was half phantom and half human. Let me die in spring beneath the blossoms at Kisaragi's full moon. You're a human, I see. And just what I needed. I shall drain every drop of the spring from you. Come on out! So this is why everyone here was noisy. It's because a living human has come. Finally, I've reached the source. It took me a whole day to get here. In coming here, you have exercised great composure. This is Hakyu Gyokuro. The deceased live on in this place. Acting on the common sense of the living will land you in a mess. The dead tell no tales. Now return the spring you stole. Hold on a bit. That's a little bit too long.
Soon, the Saigyo Ayakashi will reach full bloom. That could never happen in a normal spring.
I said I don't care.
The trace of spring you brought here could bring the Saigyo Ayakashi to full bloom.
Are you even listening to me? I traveled through what that cult only to find such a selfish idea?
But it's warm here, isn't it?
That's enough already. Dead people have no mouths.
Indeed, dead people have no mouths. I shall consume the warmth of your spring.
I wonder, can my knives even cut phantoms?
The things that cannot be cut by Roran Kanken, forged by yokai, are second to none.
Cool. Looks like these knives really work. Maybe because they're silver.
I'm half non-phantom, you know, but the mistress of this shrine is a fully bodied spirit. Do you expect to be a challenge using those obsolete weapons?
Wait, why are we really talking about that battle? Loathing this unclean world, seeking rebirth in the pure land. Please offer cherry blossom to the Buddha, should you wish to mourn for me in the other world.
Take one step closer, and the young mistress will kill you before you know it.
Shut up, deceased one! You know, doesn't this world here have a saying that the dead have no mouths?
Oh, of course we don't have any such saying. The netherworld is always lively and gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous because you snatched spring away from Gensokyo?
Oh my, you just like spring?
No, I'm mad because I like it, so why did you steal it?
I took any spring that was spring. Still, what we have is not enough.
So that dead girl back there wants me to fight you.
Soon, the last cherry blossom, the Saigyo Ayakashi, will bloom. Then all will be answered.
That cherry tree, isn't it withering?
It's on the verge of blooming. Yomu must have thought that the small trace of spring you carry would be enough.
I don't care. I'm worried that it took me over a day to get here.
Well, I'll let you return to your home right away. You're not to come here yet anyway.
Let me correct what I said, not to get here, but to return Gensokyo's spring.
Oh, could it be that the cherry blossoms in your world have yet to bloom?
No cherry blossoms, not even the pheasant's eyes bloom.
In that case, it would be troublesome if you develop a heart disease.
It's not. First of all, my mistress does not have a weak heart.
That's too bad.
You expected it? Well, alright. Enough talk of herbs. I'm eager to have some warmth. Return that warmth to us now.
Corpses are beautiful when they're gathered together in one place. Same goes for the cherry blossoms in spring.
First of all, corpses aren't beautiful.
I mean...
I will see flowers rotting, princess.
I will unseal the tree, dog of the devil. My life might have ended knowing nothing of my misery were this a world without the custom of priestly retreat.
The cherry trees were already in full bloom, yet the Japanese hearts were not yet satisfied. A mysterious occurrence on the crossing to 3 countries.
Finally, we meet again! Today I have now become freshly and newly possessed.
Hey, I've seen this kitty before. Did you die to get here? When I look again, it really is a large garden.
I smell a human. Oh, I'm mistaken.
No, you aren't.
Apparently you're alive. Well, I'm not really sure. Are you dead?
Appearance is enough to judge, and apparently you're a fox.
And apparently you're a dog.
Don't judge something by looks alone.
Don't mistake me for a simple beast either. I am the Shikigami of a powerful master. As such, my powers far exceed those of any yokai you've ever seen, not to mention those of humans. Or dogs.
There's not much difference between Shikigami cats and foxes.
And where'd you see a cat?
Just back there near the stairs.
That's a great change of subject. What do you mean?
This time I see a fox. It's full of animals around here.
So you met Chen. I've been searching for her, yes. She is always restless like a cat, and now she's disappeared.
Too bad for you. That cat went to the mountains to do laundry.
Is that so? Maybe I should return to the hills too then.
A fox goes to the hills to die. As this is the netherworld, it'll be a fitting game for you.
Ha! I bet you are the one who tormented Chen, aren't you? Chen is my Shikigami. I must take revenge for her.
She's a yokai's Shikigami? Shikigami? I thought it was something like that. Well then, go back to the hills or whatever.
Ouch. Chen's probably depressed too since she's no longer Shikigami possessed.
So I've defeated these annoyances. However, I sense there's a mastermind of this whole mess.
Help me, Master Yukari. This is more than I can handle.
More annoyance than you can cause? What exactly is your master doing, leaving her Shikigami running around like this?
Sleeping.
Then wake her up!
I have to go back to the hills in order to wake her up.
So she's not around then. Master is such an annoying Shikigami, eh? I bet she must be even more annoying than this one.
I don't deny that.
Anyway, I'll be back when your master's awake. In the meantime, wake her up properly.
You aren't quite making sense.
Just do it!
Oh.
Phantasmagoria. She was also living on the border of Gensokyo, a mysterious occurrence on the crossing to 3 countries.
You again? I'm tired today. I was just about to go to sleep.
I'll let you really rest in peace this time. So, is law enforcement around here always like this?
There's no law in the land of the dead. As we can't have a death penalty here, of course.
Oh, what about the Yama?
Should you be stronger than the Yama, you could do as you please. That's the way of this place. No, of all places.
Stronger than how exactly? Financially?
In wisdom.
Well, to which person of wisdom am I speaking?
I heard about you from Ron.
Oh, I've become famous now.
Yes, I've always wanted to meet somebody as famous as you.
So much that I woke you right up, I see. Sorry, I can't give you my autograph.
That's all right. Your handwritten duplicity would be sufficient.
Handwritten?
You have not yet noticed
that you have no wisdom at all?
That the border between the Pure Land and Hell are fading. This place has become a lawless land of Oni.
Hell is not as scary as Makai. Oni, compared to the devil, nothing at all.
You cannot scurry away. Beyond here, only lies the worst of hell.
It's alright, as long as I have one thread of spider silk, I can find a way to heaven.
Even when the way to my Danmaku is thinner and more intricate than a spider's web?
It feels like I'm in heaven.
Oh, I never expected anyone could make their way through.
A spider's silk can capture things far larger than the spider itself, like, say, a butterfly.
So that's it. If you see a spider at night, someone's going to raid your house.
Don't call me a thief. Though I suppose with this maid uniform, it's quite unusual to get into trouble.
Well, at least there's nothing worthwhile at my house. It's still worth a lot more than the shrine on the border, though.
That goes without saying. You wouldn't have anything in your house if all you ever do is sleep.
That's rude. My house is full of nice things.
That's not what you just said.
My futon, for example.
Nobody's gonna steal that.
And my pillow.
Okay, so there's nothing really.
But sometimes things wash up on the shore.
Is there a sea around here?
Like humans.
You better return them where they were.